Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And a happy Friday to you all. Congratulations, we made it to the end of the week once again. And today's kind of stupid busy in terms of releases. And oh my goodness, we have a lot to cover. But we're starting off with something rather exciting because we have a debut. Yet again, we have a debut. These are always exciting because we get to kind of see, the starting point of budding careers and all that. So, we are here with HAWW. HAWW. Rather unique name, I think, for a group. All of it being capitalized probably means it's acronymized for something, but they dropped a song called How Are You on the mini album titled How Are You, spelled R and U instead of the words fully filled out. So, as is the case with any debut, we go to Kprofiles and learn very little bit about the members. If you want to skip ahead to the MV, refer to the little chapters in the timeline. I will always have them annotated, so if you want to skip to the MV, just go to the section that says Watchthrough and listen along with me there. But first, members, let's see, what do we got? Heal all the worldwide. Okay. We're on a Biscuit Entertainment. What an interesting name. And Jong Min Young, Chan Young, Louis Jo Sopin making their debut today. Okay. Jimin Leader, May 102. Likes badminton. Me too. See, we're not going to get that much in terms of the member details, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't look like we have much in terms of positions either. Park Jong-un. Born older brothers, Astro's Rocky. Industry siblings? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that's actually really cool. I really like Rocky and Astro, so. I wonder how his personality is going to be, because he has a little bit more information, like billiards and bowling. Okay, interesting sport kind of set. Usually we get like soccer, baseball, basketball, things like that, but we've gotten billiards, bowling, and badminton. I feel like those are two very different. There's three very different sports. I was cooking doesn't like cucumbers. Okay. Min Yong. No position. September 03. Gyeonggi-do. Have we had all E's so far? Okay. Very extroverted group. Interesting. Poetry, watching movies, and playing games. Alright, a little bit refined taste, if you will. Chanyong. January 31st, 04. Another E. Bass guitar and basketball. Alright. Often tends to fall down due to excessive tension. That's slightly worrying. Dreams of being good at everything, don't we all? Okay, Yang Juo. March 404. Another E, also known as Zuho. Reminds me of SF9 Zuho. Bright and positive personality, another badminton enthusiast. And the Tollest member, Toll Boy. Okay, Louis. Birth name Pak Song Hoon, March 604. Okay. Kwangju, another E. Okay, not much about Louis. And then Sobin Mangne, September 205. Okay, so we have a little bit of an age gap here. All the Maknaes and I. Ooh, that'll be an interesting group dynamic for sure. This is giving me very heavy NMIX vibes in terms of just one I among all the E's. But, okay, that's cool. We have a we don't actually know a lot about the members, which I think is very interesting because especially when it comes to like musical and dancing background, there's really no information on them, which means I'm going to have absolutely no idea what this song is going to be regardless of if I've like watched teasers or not, which if you know already, I don't approach new releases having heard teasers. So, See if I remember. Yes, I did remember the keyboard shortcuts. Fortunately, it looks like we are stuck in 1080p with no English subs, but that's okay. Let's... Oh, volume up. Let's just enjoy the music. So, HAWW. How are you? In 3, 2, 1.
How are you? Hi, 너의 오늘의 기분은 어때? Talk about 표정만 봐도 알 것만 같아 물어 뭐해? 너를 웃기게 할까? 원한다면 굳이 너를 울리지 무슨 말을
Well, this delayed introduction of the bass is pretty nice.
괜히 괜찮다고 할 때면 making me feel like
It's not following the chord sequence I thought it was going to be either. It's just a nice chill groove. I can dig this. I quite like how that rapper came in so suddenly. I think it works with this song. What this song I think does really well is the rhythms, especially in the background on like the pre-chorus and the verses, is so unique. And the engineering for this song is really well done. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it's not too much. A dance break instead of a bridge. Interestingly enough, the choreo is also very much in line with the song, where it's not too in your face. It's more of like a flowy choreo than a really aggressive, like throw your limbs everywhere type of dance break. I like that. It all falls in line with all the other parts of the song. And that's how the song ends. Okay. You know what? Oh. Hold that thought. I wonder if that's like a teaser for one of the B-sides on the album. But in terms of How Are You, the title track, it's pretty good. I quite enjoyed that. It's another one of those songs that's going down the line of that like chill vibe that the industry is heading towards right now, which I don't really have a problem with. In fact, I'm really enjoying the chill vibe. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a super high energy pop song, like anyone else does. But this like little slow, like this movement towards the slower chill feel, I'm more than welcoming of. I love it. The song, though, is... I think there's a very interesting juxtaposition within this song, and it's that the vocal line isn't actually all that complicated. What makes the song, what gives the song kind of like an additional like jolt of life, is that really interesting instrumental and the sound engineering throughout the entire song. And I think the best way to explain it would be, if I can find it, it's the first pre-chorus is when I really want to talk about it. the background instrumentals are not following like the major beats at all, and it's that very vivid. It's like you have the like that kind of floaty vocal on top, but then in the background on the bottom where you have the instrumentals, it's coming in at the weirdest of syncopated rhythms. And I think it's that contrast that really puts this kind of like pre-chorus kind of at a different level, and I really enjoy it. Also, the way the instrumentals have been mixed and like modded in a way is really cool because it doesn't take away from the chill vibe of the song by being like weirdly too high energy and what have you. But it's not the typical instruments that you would hear on a chill song like this. I think that gives it another uniqueness to it as well. I do wish the video was in 4K though. This weird like key change section, very interesting musically. And then and then once we get to the chorus, everything kind of falls into place with each other. Like the instruments are coming in on the major beats now. The vocals are kind of floating. And then the instrumental motif doesn't change, but the melodic top line does. And then immediately we get 2 bars of that post-chorus, and then immediately goes into this rap verse, and there's no transition into it. And I think that's usually with a rap verse, there's a massive like change in terms of how the instrumentals behind it. Like the instrumentals will pretty much drop out besides like the bass and maybe some percussion, things like that, just to let kind of the rapper shine, if you will. But with How Are You, they keep the instrumental there. The instrumental's still there. It's an octave lower, and it's also been lowered a little bit, but they haven't completely removed it yet. So you don't really notice the transition into the rap verse all that much, apart from the fact that there is no melodic top line anymore. It's a rapping top line. Very clever stuff. And then once they bring in the vocals, they bring in the instrumentals back a little bit, and they keep the instrumentals the same as when it was with the vocalist on the second half of the rapping verse. And it's just like this gradual progression back into the main beat. We'll see how they do. It's usually the case with debuting like groups that are from smaller companies is you never really know how much traction they're going to gain. But what I can say, because I'm not like a talent manager or someone who's got like, in-depth knowledge about the industry or anything like that, I just like talking about music. Musically, this song is very interesting. It's quite a nice listen. There isn't anything too jarring about it. The vibes are, that kind of like chill, relaxed vibe is perfect. They've got that down pat. And it's one of those songs that's just, I use this term a lot with this type of music, but I genuinely believe that this kind of like slower music is more palatable to a wider audience. And for me, like, my image I have of this song is you're playing this, in the car on like a partly cloudy afternoon in your car, and you know how when you were a kid and you sat in the back seat, I don't know if you did this, but you sat in the back seat and you saw the scenery go by the window and you kind of pretended like your hand was swimming through the scenery. It's got that kind of vibe to it, and I quite like that. There's like a cheeky little bit of like innocence within it, and I think it's, especially for a boy group, I feel like that's kind of rare. And pairs that with some really interesting production work behind it. This is a pretty good listen. I quite enjoy it. Good stuff. But that's it from me today. I did change the scene. Good. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy and want to see more, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog of stuff watched in the past. Drop a subscription if I want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos, Jesus Christ, I couldn't get that sentence out. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, good luck to all, and see you next time. Bye bye.